Hello friends, welcome back to the Justice Junction. In this video, I am going to share with you question answer of Indian Limitation Act for all type of legal competitive exams. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready to be inspired, informed and enlightened question answer of Indian Limitation Act. Let's start. First question is oral evidence of the date of acknowledgement permissible under section 18 clause 2 of the Limitation Act if the acknowledgement is undated? Yes, oral evidence of the date of acknowledgement is permissible under section 18 clause 2 if the acknowledgement is undated. Next question is, when does the fresh period of limitation starts in the case of acknowledgement? The fresh period of limitation starts from the date of signing the acknowledgement. जैसे ही हम एक्नॉलेजमेंट को साइन करते हैं उस दिन से फ्रेश पीरियड ऑफ लिमिटेशन स्टार्ट हो जाता है. नाउ वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. व्हाट आर द रिक्वायरमेंट्स फॉर द एक्नॉलेजमेंट टू बी वैलिड अंडर लिमिटेशन एक्ट? एन एक्नॉलेजमेंट मस्ट मीट वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग क्राइटेरिया: contain an absolute promise to pay, include an unconditional promise to pay the specific debt, contain a conditional promise to pay the debt along with the evidence that conditions has been performed. Next question is, to which type of legal actions does section 19 of Limitation Act apply? Section 19 of the Limitation Act applies to suit for debts and suits for legacies. सेक्शन 19 अप्लाई होता है डेट के सूट्स पे और लीगेसीज के सूट पे. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, इन सेक्शन 19 ऑफ एक्सटेंशन ऑफ द पीरियड ऑफ लिमिटेशन इन हुज हैंडराइटिंग or signed writing must be part payment be made? The part payment must be either in the handwriting of the person or in the writing signed by the person under section 19 of the extension of the period of limitation. Next question is, what interests are served or protected by the law of limitation? The law of limitation serves the interest of private justice, interest of the state and public order. लॉ ऑफ लिमिटेशन सिक्योर करता है प्राइवेट जस्टिस को, इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द स्टेट को और पब्लिक ऑर्डर को. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, व्हाट आर द स्टैट्यूट ऑफ लिमिटेशन कॉमनली रेफर्ड टू एज? स्टैट्यूट ऑफ लिमिटेशन आर कॉमनली रेफर्ड टू एज स्टैट्यूट्स ऑफ पीस एंड स्टैट्यूट्स फॉर रिपोज. स्टैट्यूट ऑफ लिमिटेशन को कॉमनली रेफर किया जाता है स्टैट्यूट ऑफ पीस से और स्टैट्यूट ऑफ रिपोज से. Next question is, in which section continuing wrong defined in Limitation Act? Under section 22, Limitation Act define the continuing wrong. Next question is, how can a time bar debt be claimed? A time bar debt can be claimed as a set off, as a counter claim or as a fresh suit. Time bar debt को claim किया जा सकता है by the way of set off, counter claim or as a fresh suit. Next question is, how are easement rights over property acquired under section 25 of the Limitation Act? Easement rights over property are acquired by prescription, which involves continuous and uninterrupted uses for 20 years and 30 years in case of government property. Easement right को हम acquire कर सकते हैं by prescription, जब उस property पे without interruption continuous use हो रहा हो for the 20 years. एंड इन केस ऑफ गवर्नमेंट प्रॉपर्टी 30 साल तक कंटिन्यूटी में यूज होना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, व्हाट इज द लिमिटेशन पीरियड फॉर सूट फाइल्ड बाय और ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट? द लिमिटेशन पीरियड फॉर सूट फाइल्ड बाय और ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट इज 30 ईयर्स. अगर हमें सूट फाइल करना है गवर्नमेंट के अगेंस्ट और गवर्नमेंट के बिहाफ तो उसका लिमिटेशन पीरियड है 30 ईयर्स इन केस ऑफ इजमेंट्री राइट्स. Next question is, what is the general limitation period for suits not specifically provided under the schedule of the Limitation Act? The general limitation period for the suit not specifically provided under the schedule of the Limitation Act is 3 years. Next question is, what is the limitation period for a suit for the possession of a hereditary office? The limitation period for a suit for the possession of hereditary office is 12 years. If the claimant waits beyond the period, they may lose their right to the hereditary office. In a sense, it sets a time limit for such legal actions. Next question is, what is the effect for an acknowledgement made after the period of limitation has expired? An acknowledgement made after the period of limitation has expired is of no effect. It means if someone acknowledges a debt or obligation after the legal time limit to enforce it has passed, the acknowledgement holds no legal weight. Next question is, what is the limitation period for a suit to redeem or recover possession of immovable property mortgaged by the mortgager? The limitation period for such a suit is 30 years in case of mortgaged or mortgager. Next question is, how long is the limitation period for setting aside a sale on the execution of a decree? The limitation period for a setting aside a sale on the execution of a decree is 60 days. अगर हमें set aside करवानी है sale on execution decree, then time period of this is 60 days according to Indian Limitation Act. Next question is, what is the limitation period for a suit for arrears of maintenance? The limitation period for a suit of arrear of maintenance is 3 years. Next question is, to which type of legal actions does section 21 apply? Section 21 applies only to the suits. ये suits के ऊपर ही apply होता है. Next question is, what is the limitation period for a suit by Mitakshara Kopasner to set aside the alienation of ancestral property? The limitation period for such a suit is 12 years. इसका limitation period 12 साल होगा. Next question is, what is the general limitation period for suits specifically provided under the schedule of the Limitation Act? The general limitation period for the suit specifically provided under the schedule is 3 years. Next question is, when does the fresh period of limitation start after the acknowledgement is made? The fresh period of limitation starts from the date of signing the acknowledgement. Fresh period तभी से start हो जाएगा जब से हमने acknowledgement को sign किया है. Next question is, when does the limitation period for filing an appeal commence? The limitation period for filing an appeal commences from the date of judgment. अपील का टाइम पीरियड तभी से स्टार्ट हो जाएगा जब जजमेंट आएगी. Next question is, to which type of legal actions does section 13 of Limitation Act apply? Section 13 of the Limitation Act apply to the suits filed in forma pauperis and appeals filed in forma pauperis. Next question is, whose fraud does section 17 contemplate? Section 17 contemplate the fraud of the defendant. Next question is, what is the period of limitation for setting aside an ex parte decree? The period of limitation for setting aside an ex parte decree is 30 days. Ex parte decree को set aside करवाने का time period 30 days का होता है. Next question is, what does an acknowledgement primarily do in the context of liability? An acknowledgement primarily confirms a liability. Next question is, if a promissory note is executed on 5th June 1945, what is the last day for filing a suit? The last day for filing the suit would be 6th June 1948. Next question is, how is the period of limitation defined in legal terms? The period of limitation means in the period prescribed for any suit, appeal or application by the Schedule of Limitation Act. Next question is, does a debt cease to exist solely because its recovery barred by the statute of limitation? No, a debt does not cease to exist solely because its recovery is barred by the statute of limitation. However, the legal right to enforce the debt may be lost due to expiration of the limitation period. Next question is, can a defendant plead that the instrument is voidable even if the suit to set aside on the ground of voidability is barred by the limitation? Yes, a defendant can plead that instrument is voidable even if their suit to set it aside on the ground of its voidability is barred by the limitation. Next question is, when does the ordinary limitation period for 12 years start for X who was insane at the time the right to sue accrued? X will entitle to the ordinary limitation period for 4 years after recovering his insanity. Next question is, what is the nature of the Limitation Act in terms of its application? Limitation Act has to be construed strictly. It is an exhaustive code governing the law of limitation in India respect to all matters specifically dealt with by it. It does not apply to the matters not dealt with by it. Next question is, When can a person affected by two legal disabilities file a suit or application? A person affected by two legal disabilities, or when one disability follows another without a gap, can file a suit or application after both the disability have ceased. जब दोनों डिसेबिलिटीज सीज हो जाएंगी तब वो सूट फाइल कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट हैपेंस वंस अ प्ली ऑफ लिमिटेशन इज डिसाइडेड. Once a plea of limitation is decided, it is conclusive between the parties. If it is not appealed against or if it is not set aside in appeal, however, the principle of res judicata can prevail over Section 3. Next question is poverty considered a sufficient cause under Section 5 of Limitation Act? No. Poverty is not considered a sufficient cause within the meaning of Section 5 of Limitation Act. Next question is, who can benefit from Section 6 of Limitation Act? The benefit of Section 6 is available to a suit brought by a person under disability. Next question is Section 6 of Limitation Act applicable in appeals and preemption suits? No. Section 6 of the Limitation Act is not applicable in appeals and preemption suits. Next question is, when does the ordinary limitation period of 12 years start for A, who was insane at the time the right to sue accrued? A will be entitled to the ordinary limitation period of 12 years as the period during which he was insane is not counted in the computation of limitation period. Next question is, in the context of Section 19, what is considered payment when mortgaged land is in the possession of the mortgagee? In the context of Section 19, when mortgaged land is in the possession of the mortgagee, the receipt of rent and the produce of such land shall be deemed to be a payment. That's it for today. Thank you for joining us today to learn about the question answer of Limitation Act. Stay tuned, stay informed, and stay engaged. Keep learning, keep exploring. Until next time. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Goodbye.